What's up, y'all? Just wanted to do a quick walkthrough before I start tearing this thing apart right behind me. It's my FG2 Civic Si. Gonna get the K24 swap started. Been a lot longer than I anticipated. Basically waiting on parts. That's all it is, waiting on parts. Parts. And you know, back orders and dealing with delays and stuff. So I want to go ahead and just do a quick walkthrough and you know, go over what's going to be going on before I pretty much just gut this thing. So here we go. Alright, so some long-awaited parts have finally shown up, so I can button up my engine and start slapping it in the car. Right here, got a full Super Tech valve train kit. Alright, titanium retainers. Got the seats. Got new Super Tech seals and some 7-degree keepers, which you have to use on a K20 Z3 head, which I will be using instead of the Z2 head. I'm going to save the Z2 head for a different build. The Z3 head is going to allow me to keep a lot of the daily drivability and, you know, cold start functions and everything, and it's just going to be easier. And there's literally a 10 cubic foot a minute difference between the K20 Z1 and the K20 Z3 head, so I'm not too worried about it. It's going to get plenty of boost pushed through it, and it's going to make the power that I want and that I need. So there's that little rant. Moving right along. These next 3 packages, these all come from, you know, well, except for the ARP head studs. This is from Real Street. Jean, I hope I'm saying it right. I don't want to butcher his name. Dude's been squaring me away. It's been awesome. These ARP head studs are apparently on nationwide back order for the Honda and Acura K20 series motors, set of head studs. I was able to find somebody else that had them, but Real Street straight up called me, told me right away, and they got me everything else, and just they hooked it up. They keep hooking it up, and again, so Real Street, badass. So Real Street sent me some goodies. Those are in here. Not gonna open that just yet because I'm on my cell phone and it's hard to do one-handed. And then what we've got in here, oh yeah, the Cometic. And this is last but certainly not least. Been waiting on this for a long time. And this box is from Acura, and I went with ordering these parts through them from watching one of my favorite YouTubers, Zosh. If you want to find out more about Zosh and Acura and that whole deal, and it'll give you plenty of reason why to order just like I did, but head over to Zosh's page and it'll explain itself. So I just wanted to sit there and say, you know, Zosh, if you're watching this, thank you, man. This was a huge help into getting my build done quicker. So Zosh, thank you. Scott at Acura, thank you. Without further ado, just look at this. All right, I am nowhere near Florida, actually on the total opposite side of the country. All right, this is the packing job that you can expect if you order from these guys. Okay, it's very professional, it's very well done. All right, plenty of padding, and then there it is. If you know what that part number is, because you're a nerd like me and you memorize that kind of shit. Oh yeah. The oil pump has finally arrived. I just went with ordering straight OEM. I can clearance it myself. I'm all about elbow grease over money, and yeah, I'm definitely not going to pay somebody $400 just for a couple of extra nuts and bolts and whiz bangs and doodads and to clearance an oil pump that may not be the way that I want it clearanced exactly. So I'm just going to do it myself. And if you're wondering, that pump was 188 bucks. You cannot find it cheaper, I guarantee you. And the other piece, the valve, right there. So these two pieces are the only parts of the oil pump system that I'm lacking. Again, super awesome packing job, just outstanding all around. Very happy, very quick, fast service. Just wanted to, go through unboxing these before we start slapping stuff together. Got home from the gym and had a pile of parts waiting on my front door. So got some brake dust right there. Got a little bit of a dent. It's one of the reasons I got this car so cheap. I paid $27.50 for the car, and like I said, my goal is to get 500 reliable daily driven horsepower for under $5,000. I said that in a previous video. There's the parts hauler back there. But quick walk around. Previous owner did some of this carbon fiber wrap, I guess it is. I don't know. Some of it's coming off, like right up here. You can see that up there. But yeah. It's got the blue SI badges. I don't know if that signifies anything. Got a front tire that's a little bit low. So instead of fixing the tire, I'm just gonna rip the motor out. But where my dirty feet sit, everything in this car functions. Everything. And the ratchet ass headliner. Previous owner used thumbtacks to put it up in there. So while I've got her down, I'm gonna pull the headliner out, apply some spray adhesive, try and salvage this factory headliner before I go to like Joann or Michael's and try and do the headliner repair trick. You can hear it running right now, and it's cold here, 43 degrees. But the old K20 Z3 just makes no noise. I mean, of course, other than standard engine noise, no lifter rattled and nothing. Up here, use bone stock. At some point in time, somebody put a K in air filter, I'm assuming. We'll open that up and find out, but I haven't had any reason to open anything up. I've put about, I'd say about close to 5,000-6,000 miles on the car since I bought it. So yeah, so this will be coming out. K24 bottom end is going to be going in. I'm going to use the RBC head. I'll save the Z1 head for a different project, but for the sake of daily drivability, the ease of the swap, everything else, I'm just going to use the RBC head. And like I said earlier, it's not that big of a difference. Coming around here, the only issue on the rear is that bumper right there. I hope y'all enjoyed that quick overview of my car and my project. For what's to come is going to be removing the engine, the subframe. I'm going to cover all of that in the next video, and then reassembly and eventually getting the turbo kit on there. For this build, I've ordered everything back in August and September. Parts are just now showing up. Original plan was to get this thing done prior to Halloween. that's come and gone. So now I'm just trying to get it done as fast as possible. Hopefully, before Christmas and before I get snowed in. So stay tuned. Next video, I'm going to be going over the engine removal to include the subframe removal and getting the new motor in and getting it all buttoned up. I am going to go ahead and get the engine running NA first, get a break-in period done, as I'm still waiting on my turbo manifold, still waiting on AN lines, still got another whole pile of parts I'm waiting to show up on my front door. So if you want to see that, give it a like, subscribe, stay tuned. There's more to come. Bye, y'all.